The OCB podcast is a general discussion podcast covering a variety of pop culture topics, nostalgic deep dives, personal anecdotes, and recurring segments. It's fun and friendly nonsense. Please subscribe on your preferred podcast app and leave us a good review.
Gosh, it's 282, but I have 281.
Did you really have that? Because I had 281 written also, and I crossed it out. The same thing I was going to say.
Oh my gosh, we need new interns, Neil.
It's so, and if you look at the I tried to save it as 281, and I said replace. Like no, and we had to redo it.
Oh, I saved it as 282 on the Googles, on the drives and all. But geez, Neil.
Yeah, I mean this is really. I mean Tori needs to really come in here and just do one thing and just say, "Hit it, Tori."
Welcome to the OC Bombers podcast, and now here's Neil.
Hey, Scotty, how are you?
I am excellent and exceptional. How are you doing, buddy?
Fantastic. Number 282?
282, definitely, and it's going to be twice as good as 141.
Oh, very nice.
And speaking of 141, Neil, I've had this here for a couple weeks. When we returned from Grand Cayman off our last travels. I had a couple 7 Fathoms rum. This is their signature rum. And they told us it is finished in whiskey barrels from Maker's Mark.
Oh, very nice.
4 Roses.
It's got that. That's how it gets the brown color.
So Neil and I are going to taste test this rum, which apparently you can only buy in Grand Cayman.
And what's the proof of this?
It's 40, and it's called 7 Fathoms because they age it in barrels 7 fathoms below the surface of the ocean.
Ooh, salute.
So salute.
Smooth.
Very smooth. Do you taste a little sweetness in there?
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
And then I think it finishes a little whiskey.
Good rum is a nice shot.
I am starting to get into a little bit of rum here, Neil. And once the weather's warm, I make a lot of rum punch and all that. How does rum pair with bourbon?
I'm gonna let the rum. I'm gonna enjoy the aroma and the flavor in my mouth right now.
It's all good. Well, Neil, for episode number 282, we kind of have a little dentistry theme throughout the episode because the fans demanded it.
And we do have a dentist that listens, Dentist Matt in New Jersey.
I thought it was Dentist Dan.
It was Matt.
Oh, Matt. That is correct. Thank you for listening.
So you had to bring that up again, huh?
Here's our first story.
We love our friends in New Jersey.
We do. This is a toothpaste breakthrough.
Toothpaste.
Did you think there could be any more breakthroughs with toothpaste?
No, we'll talk about toothpaste after the story about my personal experience with toothpaste, but you may continue.
So this is from Sky News. Fluoride is currently relied on to slow enamel erosion, okay? So that's in toothpaste. Scientists at King's College in London.
Okay.
All right. British teeth. All right, let's see how this goes.
Not very well renowned. World renowned.
Well, at the King's College, they discovered creatine, a protein found in hair, skin, and wool, often used in reparative shampoos, can also help with teeth.
Ooh.
So when creatine mixes with minerals in your saliva, it produces a protective coating to mimic the structure and function of natural enamel. So fluoride in toothpaste, fluoride has been added to drinking water, and it's relied on to slow that enamel erosion. But these creatine-based treatments were found to stop it completely.
Whoa.
And don't forget from Dr. Strangelove.
Right. Who could forget that? No, that's a good movie. That's from Peter Sellers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Adding fluoride to the water is a big communist plot. The one crazy guy, he was like, it's a communist plot. Fluoridation of water.
All right, get back. So basically,
so there's going to be a new toothpaste with this creatine in it. They're going to use hair protein, and it's going to.
Have you got a hair in your mouth?
Well, maybe in about 2 or 3 years, you're going to see this on the shelf.
I got this image out of my head. Okay.
But people could even pluck their own hair and collect it to extract the creatine. So maybe you could have your own brand or your own flavor per se of toothpaste with Neil's hair.
Does body hair count?
Well, I have a question here. Could they use armpit hair?
Sure.
Could they use leg hair? I think it's all the same hair. Why couldn't they?
A follicle's a follicle.
But for the moment, the King's team at King's College, they're going to go with sheep's wool.
Okay.
Because it's highly abundant and it's sustainable. So, Neil, now is the time for you to do one of the best bits ever on the podcast.
Which is?
Neil sound effects. Neil as a sheep. What was that? How about just the... What, it was like a laughing goat at the beginning.
You caught me off guard. All right, I need a lamb by the end of the show.
Yes,
all
please.
right, I'll get it there. I'm just not. I'm seen out right now.
So you seem kind of ooged out about toothpaste with other people's hair, but listen, if they have a great head of hair, I'm thinking Sir John Thompson.
He does have a nice head of hair.
If his hair was used for toothpaste, I would be all over it, and we'd brand it as OCB toothpaste. So what's your toothpaste issue or?
No, toothpaste. I'm just using. I mean, I thought the I use the Arm & Hammer toothpaste with baking powder. I think that's that. I thought that was the breakthrough that was a less breakthrough.
And some recently have had charcoal in them, which apparently doesn't really do much. And some have peroxide, which they say to stay away from. I feel like no matter what, the dentist always says, don't use that kind. That kind's not good, blah, blah, blah.
I do not like Crest.
Oh, okay. Hot take.
Yeah, that's it.
I remember
there's no reason. I just do not like that. Do not like that kind of jelly thing. I like the white. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The white, not the gel. I remember AIM as a kid being new, and it was green and bluish, and it tasted good, and you could basically eat the entire tube.
What about the kids' toothpaste? Like the Flintstones,
the bubble gum flavor. Yeah, it's all sugar. So you're putting sugar in it to get them to brush their teeth, which they shouldn't have. So I guess our dentistry theme, what'd you think of that story?
That was fascinating.
All right, so we're off to a good start on the dentist theme. Now, Neil.
Yes, sir.
This isn't a dentist theme, but let's play OCB Quizmasters.
From the OCB podcast studios on the scruffy stage, it's OCB Quizmasters. Tonight's contestant hails from Clarksburg, Maryland. Please welcome Neil.
All right, Neil, you did miss last week. You're at minus 700, but I'm not worried about that. Are you?
I'm a little worried.
I don't think you should be. Now, and listen, there are still 2 super bonus categories this round where you can bet the world on them. But let's play along at home. Falkenstein rule is in effect. Neil, please pick a category from funny people, Neil's music, classic TV, things Scott likes, or potpourri, you Montebank.
Is that a little Scottish still from last week?
Apparently, I can't do Scottish accents, but
let's do classic TV for 200. We'll try
classic TV for 200. All right, Neil, here is your question. A leather-jacketed icon once did this, giving rise to a phrase now synonymous with a TV show's decline.
Scott, what is Jump the Shark?
Neil, that is correct. Way to go. Jumping the Shark. See, I knew you could get that one.
People think the show is Jump the Shark after I got my haircut on air, but it still worked.
But it's still going strong.
Sue Paulo, I just saw Sue Paulo this week. She was reminiscing about that, but you may continue.
Oh, what a great episode. So Jumping the Shark comes from a 1977 episode from the 5th season of Happy Days, in which the Fonz, Henry Winkler, jumps over a live shark while on water skis. I remember this vividly.
Oh, yeah.
And just seeing the Fonz in a leather jacket, water skiing, funny. So this means that a creative work or entity has evolved and reached a point in which it has exhausted its core intent and is introducing new ideas that are discordant with or an extreme exaggeration of its original theme or purpose.
I'm sorry, what year did this happen?
1977.
Okay.
And by the way, Henry Winkler, God bless him, did all of the water skiing
Did he really?
for the scene himself, except for the actual jump. So he was out there doing stuff. Neil, congratulations. That's great. Way to go. OCB Quizmasters, you got 2 C's. See, you closed your eyes, you thought it through, and you knew it.
Oh, I love that. I love that saying, by the way. I do, don't you?
As long as it's not used in reference to our podcast, yes.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Neil, this just in.
Yes.
Why do people have wisdom teeth? I'll tell you.
To make them wise?
Wisdom teeth are the third set of molars, located at the very back.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any?
I got mine removed.
Okay, I have not, so I still have mine.
Mine were impacted.
Oh, yeah. See, not good. You don't want that.
I'm sure you're going to get into that. It is great story of wisdom teeth.
They look just like the first and second molars, but they might be a little smaller. Commonly called wisdom teeth because they are the last of the 32 permanent teeth to appear. They emerge between the ages of 17 and 25 when supposedly you are older and wiser.
Gotcha. Wow.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. You might know that not everyone grows all 4 wisdom teeth. You might also know many people get them pulled, just like you said. Mm-hmm. So it's fair to wonder, why do humans even need them? Do you think I gave that the right reading?
I think it was beautiful. Now, do you have all 4 of yours in?
I still have all 4. And I remember when we first went to our dentist here in Monrovia, he was like, wow, you still got them all? Yeah, you can keep them all till the day you die. Just keep brushing and flossing.
Oh, good.
Like, okay. And then when he retired and the new guy came in, he was like, oh, you still have them. But he hasn't said anything for the past 10 years. So still got them.
Wow. Transition from one to I'm going to transition. I'm not 10 years into the new dentist, but probably like 3 or 4 years into the new dentist. From
and thumbs up?
Yeah, fine. It's fine. It's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
By the way, other primates, monkeys, gorillas, and chimpanzees, they all have wisdom teeth too.
Do they really?
Yeah, because they're so wise. So our early human ancestors had larger jaws and more teeth, so that's why we still have them. But over the years, as things evolve, we haven't had to chew as much raw meat to survive. So all our soft food today, we really don't need them, but they're still growing in there. So probably, generations from now, wisdom teeth won't even be a thing.
Wow.
They're just not important for anyone anymore, apparently.
Especially when they're impacted. That's not good.
Yeah. You don't want that because then there's pus.
So can I give you both times it happened to me, I got them pulled, and then they had this thing called dry sockets. Have you ever heard of this?
I have heard that, and it creeps me out.
No, you have the worst bad breath you could ever have in your life.
Yeah.
It's like stuff that's coming out of like who knows where in your jaw, protruding out of your mouth. It's bad. You may continue if you have anything else on the wisdom teeth. Well, or is that a showstopper?
Well, no, I do have more, but I'm also thinking bad breath. Your story triggered a memory of the summer I worked at Fort Detrick before I graduated college.
Okay.
Worked in the motor pool, and one of the mechanics just talked about their previous boss having horrible breath. And he's like, I think the valve in his stomach between his butt and the food and his mouth is left open, and that smell all the way from his butt comes up through his mouth. And he was dead serious.
He was explaining why.
Yes, because the valve where the food, digestive food works, the valve in your stomach, it's left open.
And you're like 18 years old?
I'm fantastic. Like 20, and I'm like, wow, this is the real world. I can't wait to get out into it.
That is fantastic. Oh, I love that guy.
All right, so wisdom teeth, Neil. As you said, sometimes due to a lack of space, wisdom teeth get stuck in the jawbone or they don't fully erupt, as they say. Yeah. So I'm fully erupted in my mouth with wisdom teeth. But they say, brushing at least twice a day and flossing daily will keep your teeth clean and healthy. We already knew that.
Yeah.
But seriously,
the water pick is also a nice addition.
You like that?
I have one of those. It's nice.
I haven't used one of those in a long time.
It's nice.
I remember when Big Sister Jody first got her braces. Yeah. We had a water pick in the house, and we each had our own little,
Oh, very nice. What color were you?
Mine was blue. Do you seriously brush twice a day and floss once a day?
No, I got to be honest.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm laying it out here. I brush once a day. Mm-hmm. A floss. If I'm going to the dentist 2 weeks before, I will floss daily. Other than that, it's probably every other day I'll do it. Or after eating corn.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Lisa is a diligent flosser.
She's diligent on everything. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's great. I don't know if she wanted people to know that about her teeth hygiene. But yeah, why not? She would.
Why not? Yeah. This is a dentist-themed show, Neil.
Positive.
Let's go to commercial already.
All right, Jess has had enough of this. Let's go to a commercial. When we come back, we're going to have more fun, more dentists, and all kinds of fun, crazy stuff. Do you have stained, chipped teeth that look like rotted out tree stumps?
Boy, I sure do. I see them every morning when I look in the mirror.
Is your breath so bad it smells like death warmed over?
My breath clears the room faster than one of Scruffy's farts.
Well, fret no more. OCB Enterprises is proud to announce our brand new line of oral hygiene products.
Fantastic.
Introducing OCB toothpaste, made from all natural elements straight from the earth.
It's kind of like brushing your teeth with dirt, but better.
And if toothpaste isn't enough, try OCB mouthwash. It kills 43% of bad breath odor-causing germs. Available in 2 exciting flavors, extra mint and cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese? Really?
Need to deep clean your teeth and gums? Then how about OCB dental floss?
Who are you kidding? Nobody likes to floss. But hey, it's there if you're into that kind of thing.
4 out of 5 dentists, including Dentist Dan, almost endorsed OCB oral hygiene products. Please don't ask the 5th dentist why they wouldn't give us their endorsement. Seriously, just don't.
OCB oral hygiene products. Kinda clean, sorta fresh. They're the best.
Coming soon, OCB fillings to meet all of your cavity needs.
I'm so glad my dentist is strong using OCB fillings to address my tooth decay.
Keep your mouth OCB clean today.
OCB oral hygiene products are available at all OCB roadside convenience stores and your local pharmacy.
Neil, would you dive down 7 fathoms to drink some rum?
I'm not sure what a fathom is, but sure.
It's a unit of
Earth?
height. No, a distance. It's like 7 feet, I think.
Oh, really?
Something like that. I know it's wrong, but somebody can look it up and correct us. And we're back. Welcome back to the OC Bombers podcast. We're available on all of your favorite podcasting apps.
Did I bum you out?
No, that's just one thing. Like when people don't realize when you're in the moment and you're saying these things and you throw something out there and then they're like, oh, you said this. You should have said that. Oh, this is what it is. It's like, okay, people, we're here having fun. I'm having a conversation with my friend. And it's time for a knock-knock joke. But Neil, before you get into yours.
Yes.
We have from one of our best listeners who's catching up on the podcast, Mike Kidwell down there in North Kakalaki.
I gotta reach out to him by chance.
Yeah, you got to. He said he and his wife Johanna loved the shout out, loved listening. So he said, listen, knock-knock jokes. Of course he's loving. Everybody loves knock-knock jokes.
Who doesn't?
So Mike sent me a knock-knock joke.
Of course he would.
So are you ready?
I can't wait for this one.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupt.
Moo, moo, moo.
And he sent that to you over the text, and you kind of
yes, of course.
You implied what to do there. What were their instructions?
I understood. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Now back to ours, which are what are these called, by the way? Knock jokes, 100 belly laugh jokes.
Belly laughs coming from the belly.
Here we go. Knock.
Who's there?
Owl says.
Owl says who?
Yes, they do.
Okay, Henny Youngman, what's the next one?
Knock.
Who's there?
I am.
I am who?
So you have identified problems, huh? You have identity problems, huh?
Impeccable delivery.
That delivery was bad.
That's okay.
No, that was bad.
Everybody loves them, Neil. And everybody also loves when we open up the feedback machine. All right, last episode we had Hazel on as a guest and Bud in North Central Pennsylvania. Drake! He said he loved LOVE having Hazel on. She was a great guest. That's what I heard from everyone too. Loved having her
But here's
on.
what she said. She was a little bit. She said she thought her Scottish accent wasn't as strong as it was. She said her sister was right about she is kind of Americanized, and I kind of said that.
That's so funny.
I mean, sounds great to me, but better than your Scottish accent.
Well, what isn't? I mean, I was trying and I failed.
Yes.
Also, little sister Jill in North Kakalaki also wanted to mention in the great movie Highlander, which you must see.
I need to. Where can I find that? I got to find out.
I'd just say it into your
Google
remote
machine.
control. Besides Sean Connery, a Scotsman playing a Spaniard with a thick Scottish accent, Christopher Lambert, the main character, he is a French actor playing a Scotsman. So that movie is just all over the place with the casting. I think the American actress, I think she is American. Who knows? She's probably English. I don't know.
But it works, you told me.
It works and it's fun. It's a great movie, Neil. All right. Also, in a little bit of sad news this past week, Neil Sedaka, great songwriter, singer from back in the early 60s and early 70s, died at the age of 86.
Yeah, good life. Very, once again, Sephardic Jew.
Yeah, he was born in Brooklyn, major pop star, songwriter. Now, didn't you say your parents or somebody saw him on an elevator?
This was Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. So Neil Sedaka, if you go back and listen to his music, like I did today, I was listening to him all day. Oh, Carol, Calendar Girl, Breaking Up is Hard to Do, Laughter in the Rain, Bad Blood. But then he also wrote the #1 hit, Love Will Keep Us Together for Captain Enciniyo. And his version was okay, but Captain Enciniyo's version is great.
Solid songwriter of the 60s. And whatever. He's just great. Good pop stuff. The funny thing, I saw Paul Anka, who apparently has a new album out. He's also touring also, and he's in the same vein. These guys.
Oh, wow.
He's like a singer. He was one of those singers.
Almost teen idol type.
And he kind of became a real song. I mean, My Way was his. I know we're talking about Neil Sedaka, but he's 90 years old, Paul Anka, and he's still out there. Not Sanka, Anka.
That's good. But Neil Sedaka, when you listen to his music, a lot of the early stuff, it's like bubblegum pop.
Yeah, sure.
And he said he was great. He was on top of the world, and then the Beatles came out. And his career was over. And then Elton John, he became friends with him. And in the early 70s, Elton was like, man, you're still a great singer-songwriter. Do something. Put something out there. And that's when Bad Blood and Laughter in the Rain and all those songs came out. So
Bad Blood's not a good song.
Why not?
I don't like it.
It has flute in it.
Oh, sorry. All right, anyway, speaking of music.
Speaking of it.
I want to update everybody on 2026, the state of new music. I'm kind of excited this year. Very exciting. As a matter of fact, I told you I'm going to see a concert on Thursday. The Nude Party. It's a new album that came out this year.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
There's a new Mumford & Sons album out. There's the
They're too sad for me.
It's pretty good. What was that album that you recommended to me? The
James Hunter Six.
James Hunter Sick. Really good stuff.
Yes, very good.
New Iron and Wine. New Dawes. New live Dave Matthews I was into. A lot of stuff.
In 2 weeks more, Brigitte Calls Me Baby is coming out.
Very nice. I'm very excited about 2026 so far. It's very exciting.
But Neil, now it's time for Neil's Top 65 Albums of All Time.
Here we go. All right, Scott. Released on September 23rd, 1977.
Okay.
Number 56 on the list is Asia by the band Steely Dan.
Steely Dan.
Yeah, so this band is chart first. It peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and number 5 in the UK. So
okay, not too shabby.
It was the highest commercial success for them at that point. It was the group's first album to be certified platinum. It won Best Engineering Recording for non-classical in 1978. So it did win a Grammy, but not for Best Album. It lost to Fleetwood Mac Rumors.
Well, that's a great album.
Right. So here was the production overkill was the big thing of this album. You know, the recording process took over a year. For the track Peg alone, they went through 7 different guitarists for respective solos before they finally chose Jay Graydon's take. So
I saw that in a documentary.
Yeah.
Just these guys were perfectionists and they didn't like anything. And
so this album, 7 tracks, 40 minutes, 39:56.
Very short.
Really, but this was kind of like the big. That was a good time for the albums at that in the that day, 45 minutes to 40 minutes. But this album, fantastic. But I want to just get right to it, and then I'll talk about my personal. I'll talk about this Yacht Rock controversy. Then we'll talk about my personal journey for this album in a second. But let's just get right to it. The Yacht Rock controversy.
Okay, I love Yacht Rock.
The debate over whether Asia is yacht rock is one of the most heated topics in modern musicology.
So hot.
It centers on the yacht or not. You got it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Scale popularized by the creators of the original Yacht Rock web series, which we loved.
I love that series and I love that website.
So the argument for yacht, the personnel, the album features the Yacht Rock trinity: Michael McDonald, Jeff Porcaro, and Steve Gadd. I don't know Porcaro or Gadd, but
I don't know them.
But apparently,
Michael McDonald, he's in there.
The sound. It was pinnacle of the West Coast sound, expansive, slick, and rhythmically complex, but smooth to the ear. Right?
Absolutely.
The vibe sounds like Deacon Blues and Peg define the smooth jazz infected pop that characterizes the genre.
By the way, I told you before we went on air, Peg and Deacon Blues, we played that all the time in jazz ensemble in high school. Loved playing that on the second tenor saxophone.
Oh.
Loved playing those songs.
Fantastic. The argument for not.
Thank you, Mr. Sarcasm.
No, I played in the band also. When I hear songs, like for example, I hear the song Wendy on the radio. That brings me back to sixth grade band, man. It's great. Okay. The argument for not. Lyrical darkness. While Yacht Rock is typically aspirational and romantically longing, Asia is cynical, drug referencing, and intellectual. Critics argue Steely Dan is too mean or smart for the breezy, earnest world of Christopher Cross or Toto. Complexity. The title track Asia features an 8-minute jazz fusion suite and drum sax duel that is far more demanding than the standard smooth music.
Understood.
The artist's reaction. This is the best one.
Yeah.
Donald Fagen famously has no love for the term. In 2024 HBO documentary Yacht Rock, a documentary, Fagen reportedly told the director to off, although his estate later cleared the music for the film.
And by the way, that documentary, we've said before on the podcast, watch it. It's great. It's fabulous. And they will say, the people that created the term yacht rock, that Steely Dan is the primordial ooze in which yacht rock
This
emerged.
This is the pinnacle album of where everything, the Venn diagram all points back to this album.
Right. So,
and if you look at the Wikipedia, the artists that are on this album is remarkable. Now, I'm on the side of not. But you, where do you stand?
As long as Michael McDonald is in there singing background vocals, yeah, sure, I would put him on there. Right. Just like in that documentary, they said Hall & Oates is not. I would put a couple of their songs on my Yacht Rock playlist, just because it fits the vibe.
All right. By the way, speaking of Yacht Rock, the lava lamp is cooking right now.
Oh, it really is. All right, so Neil, you're talking about Yacht Rock. I have one question for you.
Yes, sir.
On the yachtornot.com website.
Okay.
According to the website, what is the number one Yacht Rock song of all time? Is it Rosanna by Toto? This Is It, Kenny Loggins? What a Fool Believes, Doobie Brothers? Or Christopher Cross, Sailing?
Well, the first one. What was the first one again?
Rosanna.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rosanna.
Rosanna is incorrect.
This is it.
What a Fool Believes, co-written by Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins. It is number 344 on the Rolling Stones' greatest songs of all time, and it was a number one song in 1979. But yeah, they give it 100 out of 100. On their website. I do like number one. Yeah,
that song's okay.
I like it. It's a good song. Because you got Michael McDonald.
Now let's get back to Asia.
Let's get back to the album.
And we're gonna personalize it a little bit.
Let's do that.
So let's go back. We're gonna think 1977. We're gonna go back to 1977. Now I put this story into the AI machine, right? And it came out with this. I'm going to read what AI came out with this story because I kind of think it articulates where I'm going to go with this, okay?
Okay.
The Asia Divide, a turning point in 1977. In the autumn of 1977, huddled in Howie Schaub's room to hear the new Steely Dan album, Asia, our group fractured. While Gil, Doc, and I saw it as a technical masterpiece, Howie, a self-appointed musical purist, declared, "I'm done with Steely Dan. It's sterile, all production, and no soul." This profound disagreement over Asia, coupled with Howie's increasingly dictatorial views on good music, immediately ended our weekly weekend poker games, the centerpiece of our social lives.
Okay.
This was a major turning point. Gil, Doc, and I, tired of Howie's dictating our musical canyon, broke away. We Okay.
So this is like we're in the studio with them? Is that what this is?
No, we're in Howie Schaub's bedroom. Did you hear me here?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
We're listening to...
Seems a little invasive, but go ahead.
Do I break it to your scenes?
Yes, but go ahead.
This was a major turning point. Gil, Doc, and I, tired of Howie dictating our musical canyon, broke away. We traded the poker sessions for live music venues, establishing the crew, the definitive circle of Gil, Doc, Louie, Calvin, Russell, Heisey, and Dennis, all of us 16-year-olds and ready to listen to music right there. Galvanized by this newfound independence, the Grateful Dead moved from background noise to central obsession. The shift from Steely Dan and classic rock purist to Deadhead, from poker player to concertgoer, was life-altering. Thank you, Howie, for being wrong about Asia, and the sonic journey had begun. So this was a turning point for us, 1977.
Wow.
We were like hanging out, listening with Howie Schaub, playing poker with these different, like this Forest Hills crowd. And we're like, no, what are you talking about, Howie? Then we just got tired of him, and then we just started going our own, and that's why we... The crew started right after this album.
You coalesced around this same time that the album came out.
Yes.
See, I was still just into Star Wars in 1977.
So... let's talk about 1977 because this is a turning point musically for my life. So we're gonna talk about 1977 for a second.
Okay. I love 1977, especially the Star Wars part.
Right. So musically, we had the best-selling Fleetwood Mac "Rumors" album. Right.
I love that album.
It was released in February. The anti-establishment peak. The Sex Pistols released "Nevermind the Bullocks," famously played "God Save the Queen" on the boat outside the Parliament during the Queen's Silver Jubilee.
Okay.
Final farewell on August 16th. Elvis Presley passed away at 42.
Oh, I remember that. Ted Koppel on Nightline.
It's often cited as the day the first era of rock and roll officially ended. I actually do remember that. I came home from school and my mother was kind of walking her friend Sandy off the edge, like, 'cause she was so upset about it. She's like, "Sandy, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay."
Wow.
The blockbuster is born. Mm-hmm. Star Wars, redefined movies forever.
Absolutely.
Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, right.
In December.
Oh, and the Bee Gees everywhere.
Yes. And of course, Jump the Shark.
Right. It all comes in there. There we go. Call back to before the commercial break. Wow.
All right. Scotty, what do you think our teams, our sports teams were doing in 1977?
I think they were still good.
So the Baltimore Orioles were 97 and 64. They had a fantastic season. They finished second in the AL East, 2.5 games behind the Yankees, who had won that World Series that year.
Right.
Well, that was the year of Mr. October with Reggie Jackson.
Oh, yep. I remember that.
The highlights: Eddie Murray was Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I love Eddie. He's on my Mount Rushmore of athletes.
And Jim Palmer won 20 games and finished second in Cy Young.
His face wasn't as tight as it is now from all the facial
Now,
surgery.
I was a Met fan back in 77, so they were. This is the story of my life. You'll listen to this. Another tough year. They were 64 and 98. They finished last in the NL East.
Ooh.
There was the year of the Midnight Massacre where they traded Tom Seaver in the middle of the night to the Cincinnati Reds. But on a highlight, Joe Torre was the player manager for that team in 77 also. I remember that as well. How about your Pittsburgh Steelers, Scotty?
Oh, they were cooking the steel curtain, baby. No?
77 was not a good year. They were 9-5. They won the AFC Central, but lost in divisional playoffs to the Denver Broncos. It was a turbulent year known as for off-field drama and injuries. The steel curtain defense allowed 100 more points in the previous season.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, how about my New York Giants, Scotty?
How about them Giants?
This was the 70s. This is what I'm used to. This is why I am numb. 5-9. They finished fourth at NFC East. They started off a strong 3-3, and they lost the last 8 games.
Oh, that's a stinker.
That's my life. All right. All right, so you ready for a 1977 quiz, Scott?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
all
here we
right.
go. Which of the following major events did not actually happen in 1977? By the way, I forgot to say this. We are paying for the Neil on the Stick. Which of the following major events did not actually happen in 1977? A, the first naturally occurring case of smallpox was eradicated in Somalia. B, Jimmy Carter was inaugurated as the 39th president of the United States. C, the first test flight of the Space Shuttle Enterprise took place. Or D, the first cellular mobile phone system was tested in Chicago. One of these things did not happen in 77.
I'm going to go with A, the smallpox.
We had it down to 2. It was the cellular mobile phone. That's a tough question. When Star Wars premiered in May of 1977, George Lucas was so sure it would be a box office flop that he skipped the premiere. Where did he go to hide from the expected bad news? Was it A, London to work on a script, B, Hawaii with Steven Spielberg, C, a remote cabin in Marin County, or D, his parents' house in Modesto?
That is B, Hawaii.
So is that like well-known folklore?
Yes.
Oh, very good.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct, yes.
Yeah, because on the beach, they said, George was like, this movie's going to flop. I would love to do a James Bond type movie. And that's where they came up with the idea for Indiana Jones.
All right, here we go. In May of 1977, the Sex Pistols released God Save the Queen, as we talked before, to coincide with the Queen Elizabeth II Civil Jubilee. Despite reportedly outselling every other song that week, the official UK singles chart listed the number 1 spot as blank or kept the song at number 2 to avoid offense. Which song was officially number 1 instead? Was it A, I Feel Love by Donna Summer, B, The First Cut is the Deepest by Rod Stewart, C, Lucille by Kenny Rogers, or D, Show You the Way to Go by the Jacksons?
I'm going to say B, Rod Stewart.
That is correct. The First Cut is the Deepest by Rod Stewart. By the way, it's a Cat Stevens song.
What are your feelings on Rod Stewart?
Not a big fan. I could really do without him.
I feel like some of his early stuff is fine, but overall, just all right, whatever. There's certain songs that are good.
I'm not mad at him, but he's not for me. That's my new saying, by the way. I'm not mad at that. Is that okay? If I overplay that, let me know.
Oh, I will. It may be banned in the future.
All right, and here's the last question. On June 26, 1977, where did Elvis Presley perform his final concert before his passing in August? Was it A, Madison Square Garden in New York, B, the International Hotel in Las Vegas, C, Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, or D, Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis?
I want to say C.
That is correct, Scotty. Market Square Arena in Indianapolis.
3 out of 4.
Not bad. Well, still a little shy of the stick.
A little shy of the stick. Is that a new saying? Oh, nearly. You're a little shy of the stick there, laddie.
And that's number 56 of Neil's Top 65. That's 77. What a year 77 was.
That is some good stuff there.
There's a movie called 1977. Have you seen it?
No, but it's about going to the premiere of Star Wars. Like stuff happening in people's life, and then they end up at Star Wars.
I wanted to get to it, never got to it, but okay.
Might have been great to watch before this episode, but oh well. But Neil, there still is a slight dentistry theme to this
good.
show. So this...
By the way, Dr. Small was my dentist in 1977. My friend Russell, who was part of the crew, his father was my dentist.
Wow. Okay, so you better say good things, huh? My first dentist when we moved to Maryland was Dr. Henshaw.
All right.
And he was mine for 20-some years.
Stewie. Stewie's a good man.
Neil, this story is called Open Up and Say Ah. Dateline, Minneapolis, Minnesota, eh?
Hey.
Kathleen Wilson. She filed a lawsuit a few weeks ago in district court accusing her dentist of providing negligent treatment all the way back in July of 2020. This caused her significant injuries, along with providing an unsafe dosage of anesthesia and falsifying medical records to cover it up. Now, she said in the report that the dentist made the right diagnosis, but provided poor quality treatment. You want to know what that treatment was, Neil?
What was that treatment, Scotty?
In one single day, in 5.5 hours, a single visit, she received 4 root canals, 8 dental crowns, 120 fillings, causing her disfigurement.
Repeat those stats again.
4 root canals, 8 dental crowns, and 20 fillings.
In 5.5 hours?
In 5.5 hours.
Holy crap.
Now, she did have decay on virtually every tooth in her mouth, which is something that is quite rare. But the dentist attempted to restore everything all at once instead of addressing why did this happen in the first place. One of the challenges of a long appointment like that is maintaining adequate anesthesia. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So the maximum
you want to make sure you're under or whatever.
Your laughing gas is good. The maximum dosage any human should have in one day is 490 milligrams.
Okay.
You want to take a guess as to how much she received for all these procedures?
20,000 milligrams.
No, well, that's a little hard.
Oh.
But 960 milligrams.
Oh my God.
So she must have been feeling good. Well, 2 years after this, Miss Wilson, she went to the University of Minnesota dental school for repair and replacement to try to stabilize stuff in her mouth.
Did that work?
She's still receiving treatment. And she says, if all my teeth have to be removed and replaced with implants, all the work that was done and the expense has all been for nothing. So that is why she is suing.
I don't.
So beyond the medical costs, she is also suing for pain, embarrassment, disfigurement, and distress, asking for at least $50,000.
That's nothing. She should get more than that.
I think a lot more. But can you imagine being out basically all day under anesthesia?
No.
All those root canals. Have you had a root canal? Can I ask? Have you had anything like that?
I've had root canals, yeah, and I've been under.
I haven't had.
But but Lisa is outside the door there waiting for me. You know, they make you make sure sign like somebody's there for you. Now I had my braces done at the New York University School of Dentistry.
Wow! Oh, that's right. I remember you saying.
My sister and I, Deborah, Linda. I don't think Linda did. I think it's just me and Deborah. I think they were. My parents had money with Linda, so they probably had. They spoiled her. But that's another story. I love you, Linda.
Kid, you're going to the school and they're going to experiment on you. Just go ahead. Your teeth should be.
Anyway,
fine.
yeah. So, we had to
fine.
go down to Manhattan, like one, depending on where you were in the process.
Now, with my dentist, speaking of all those fillings that she had to get, I still have some silver fillings in my teeth from when I was a kid. And he's always like, please avoid sticky, hard, crunchy foods. And I'm like, Doc, that's my diet. I'm eating like peanuts and popcorn all the time. Yeah. And plus, wouldn't you want me to break one of these so that way you can fill it in with the new stuff?
It's a moneymaker.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
I'm glad we have good dentists.
Yes, exactly. I am happy. I'm very happy with my dentist. I like it.
But Neil, guess what? We don't have time to discuss climate change.
Oh no.
Shocker.
I see the stack of papers you have about climate change. It grows every week.
Every day.
So you're doing new research each week.
What else am I doing, Scotty?
It's not the same. Okay.
I mean,
well, besides playing pickleball, it's that or climate change.
How much pickleball can a man play?
Oh, a lot. All right, Neil, we're going to come back and have some more fun next week. What do you say? Thank you for listening to the OC Bombers podcast. Spread the word. We're on Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, Pandora, SoundCloud, Spotify, and YouTube. Leave us feedback and comments. Until next time, so long. See you, Neil.
Bye, Scotty.